Hi, we are from Group 1. Today we will present about African catfish. Before we start, I want to introduce our team member. First is Danish, second is Sherry, third is Shaza Hanom, and last but not least is Adli Hakim. Introduction.
African catfish is the fish that have all the qualities of an aggressive and successful invasive species. Its height, fecundity, flexible phenotype, rapid growth, wide habitat preference, tolerance to extreme water conditions, and the ability to subsist on a wide variety of prey can devastate indigenous fish and aquatic invertebrate population. Their scientific name is Clarius garipinus, and the common name was called African sharptooth catfish, and their origin were live or located in land water of much of Africa region, and also endemic in Asia Minor in countries such as Israel, Syria, and south of Turkey. Then these species were introduced as much around Southeast Asia region and East Asia region.
Etiological of fish, fundamental of fish morphology, anatomy and physiology. African catfish is one of the fish that classify as superclass Natostomata. Natostomata is mean that the jaw vertebrate, and African catfish is one of the fish that have jaw. African catfish is divided in three general characteristics, which is head, body, and tail. Lateral line of African catfish appear as a small white line from posterior end of the head to middle of caudal fin base, opening to secondary sensory canal clearly marked. The body shape of African catfish is elongate and the body depth is 6 to 8 times in standard length. The type of the scale that African catfish has is the scale that can be called completely absent, or also known as scale impeded. The African catfish has two color patterns which are uniform and marble pattern. Dorsal surface and flank of body and dorsal part of pectoral and pelvic fin are generally dark grayish, greenish, black, while belly and ventral part of pale fin are lightly colored in marble pattern. The irregular dark blotch show on light color background above the lateral belly and ventral part of the pale fin are whitish. A series of light and dark band may occur on caudal fin. Proximal third of caudal fin lightly colored while the other part is dark. Occasionally, irregular black spots may occur on caudal fin. Head of African catfish is somewhat between rectangular and pointed dorsal outline. Their snout is broadly rounded. Their eyes is superolateral and relatively small. The teeth of African catfish eat on the premaxilla and lower jaw small, fine and arranged in several rows. The nasal barbel 1/5 till 1/2 times as long as head in fish longer than 12 cm. The position of the mouth is subterminal. The maxillary barbel rarely shorter than head, usually somewhat longer and reaching to the point midway between origin of dorsal fin and intersection of pelvic fin, and the outer mandibular barbel longer than inner pair. The African catfish has strong pectoral fin with spines which are serrated on the outer side and the number of serrations increasing with age. Anal fin origin closer to caudal fin base than the snout, nearly reaching caudal fin. Pelvic fin closer to snout than caudal fin base. African catfish breeding.
Identify and separate the sex. The human sex in the African female have swollen genital opening. Secondly, select and check for a graphic female. Use pressing method for press the eggs out of a graphic female African catfish. Thirdly, calculate weight of human catfish. Use them fish pituitary gland and put inside a laboratory motor. 4. Prepare the female catfish for injection. Process should be done while the fish head is covered with a moist towel. 5. Isolate the injection fish in a comfortable and big bowl and wait for 10 to 12 hours. 6. Prepare to strip the fish and set up the incubator. 7. Bring the fish out. After 10 to 12 hours, carefully and gently bring the fish out and cover the head with a clean and moist towel. 8. Use dry and soft towel for wipe the body. 9. Strip the fish and press the eggs out of the fish. 10. Wet the striped eggs. 11. Isolate the injected fish in a comfortable and big bowl. 12. Remove the milk cell. Correction. 11 step. Bring the meal out, kill it, and take the belly out and cut it open. 12. Remove the milk cells. 13. Cut the tentacles into bits to release the sperm. 14. Add the saline solution to the meal. 15. Pour the mixture of saline solution and milk to the striped eggs in the bowl. 16. Mix thoroughly and add fresh clean water. 17. On spawning sponge, spread eggs inside the incubator. 18. Wait 20 to 36 hours. After 20 to 36 hours, remove the sponge and spawning net. And lastly, the 19 steps. Observe the newly hatched eggs with yolk still visible and attached to the fry.
African catfish rearing.
Catfish in Malaysia is limited to freshwater catfishes only. For example, Cli africa or C. garria pinus. Catfish culture began in early 1960s, mostly small scale. In 1970s, it reaches peak. Then, in 1980s, it started to decline due to disease. African catfish gained popularity because it was a fast grower, highly resistant to disease and accepted by the locals. The market price is about 4 ringgit per kilogram. Other type of catfish. Currently, in Malaysia, catfish is a mix of flower catfish and African catfish. Most of catfish produced is marketed locally. Significant quantities are exported live to Singapore, Taiwan and Hong Kong. Catfish are not marketed in processed form because there are no surplus and demand. Thank you.
Conclusion.
Conclusion is the African catfish species can be euthanized, commercialized further for aquaculture system evolution because of their suitability and sustainability living around Southeast Asia region. So it is big opportunities for government to managing this species widely for